Good freaking morning, people. Big Red here. Thank you all for tuning in to my Red Talk. Yes, I am back in the beautiful state of New York, where it is cold and gross. And my one day trip to Florida was a great success. So I'm very happy with what went down. Very happy with the result of everything. So pretty pumped. Pretty pumped about that. Now there was I have to say, I stayed in like the most shadiest hotel last night too, just because literally needed a place to lay down for 4.5, 5 hours. That was it. And I think I told you my original plan was to go and stay at one of the, pretty much stay at one of the lounges in MCO because I have priority pass through Amex. So that was my original plan, and then I came to realize that the lounges there close at a certain time, so that's always fun. And I was forced to find a place, and every place was like $250 for the night, and I was not trying to do that. So found a place for $60 and did that, and boy did it show. Boy did it show. It was one of the grossest hotels I've ever stayed at. Extended extended stays America in Orlando. I mean, listen, convenience to the airport unmatched. It took less than 10 minutes to get there. Beautiful. Um, Price unmatched. $60, $70 in total after whatever bullshit fees and nonsense. Can't touch that either. Uh, but like, yeah, it was just not good. I had like one little towel. The plate it was very strange. Had a full size fridge, a like electric induction plate top thing on the counter, and then uh, and a big sink. And then it had like a full kitchen cabinet, so it had like a kitchenette, but it was not did not look functional. Like nothing looked right. It just didn't belong in there. And heard everything that was going on. You know, you can hear people yelling from downstairs and cars outside, and it was just strange. And it was dirty. Like I'll give them like the bedding and stuff was pretty clean actually. Like I never really look at that sort of stuff, but when it was like noticeably dirty to me from like walking into the room, I was like, okay, now let me look at this. Killed some huge ass Florida bug on the wall, which was gross, and then was yeah. I mean, after that, I like checked all the pillows, checked all the mattresses, checked everything. I was like, all right. And then of course in my head, I'm like, I ain't staying here. Fuck this. Blah blah blah. And I'm looking now. It's like midnight. I'm like, where am I gonna go at midnight? Nowhere. I'm waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'll live. So I just passed out. But the place was gross, very gross. Don't really recommend it unless you're in a pinch and it needs to happen. But yeah, like I'm pretty sure families were living there. It sounded like there was full families with dogs. Hearing dogs bark all night. I was like completely thrown off. Especially going from Disney World to that when I'm used to going from Disney World to a Disney hotel, which is a completely different story. So, but can't complain. Did its job. It I was able to get to the airport on time because it was so close. Also, got TSA pre-check. What an absolute cheat code to flying. Like, unreal. I left the hotel this morning at 5:10. Got there at 5:30. Like, pulled, no, got there maybe 5:20ish, maybe 5:25. Went through TSA pre-check. There was 3 of us on the line. I was through in 5 minutes. Like, my flight boarded at 6:15 this morning. Like, I could have left at 5:50, got through security, got to my gate, and boarded the plane right away. Like, TSA pre-check is a cheat code, absolute cheat code. Uh, people always brag about it in the past, like, oh, you don't have TSA pre-check. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, why would I do that? Well, now it makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense now. Everybody should get TSA pre-check because it's honestly that good. And I've only used it twice in the last 24 hours, so definitely one of the better cheat codes to life. Um, Even at JFK too, like going down, I was through in less than 15 minutes. And JFK is a nightmare, 24/7. So, I'm pretty pumped about that. I just hope it's always like that. My thought is that everybody will just get TSA pre-check, and then it'll just turn into regular security that you pay for, which nobody's got time for that. But yeah, it was good. It was, and it was like you don't got to take your shoes off. You don't got to take laptops or iPads or anything out of your bag. Like, everything stays in your bag, and you just go straight through. Like, it's honestly, it's clutch. Like, really clutch. So I'm glad I have it. I'm gonna use the heck out of it now, and yeah, maybe I won't be like a crazy airport dad anymore. Being like, oh, flight's at 6, we have to leave at 3 a.m. To be fair, that's how it has to be sometimes. So can't really can't get too mad at me for that. But I just want to make sure my microphone is working. Should I talk like this? Do you want to do ASMR? Okay, so TSA pre-check was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna wipe the microphone on my mustache a little bit. Maybe you get those sounds in there. I don't really know. But anyway, back on my hat. Hope you enjoyed that ASMR break. What I didn't realize either was how much construction they're doing on JFK. Like, I feel like it's just like a constant thing. Just like always doing work on it somewhere, but like right now they're doing a lot. And I hope it makes it nicer because I mean, to be fair, it's kind of a dump. You know, it's kind of hope they just redo the whole thing and make it nice. And it's like a huge hub, which is why I'm like always surprised that it looks so crappy. But You know, who am I? But yeah. So trip to Florida was a success. Friday morning, Instagram and the world is gonna see what I went down there for. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, just looking for. I mean, I got a bunch of shit to do today, which is why I literally got home off the plane, went home, took a deuce, and just left. 2 days fueled with coffee. I'll be asleep by 7 o'clock tonight. That'd be great. I'm trying to think. What else? I had something else I wanted to talk about. I don't really remember what. But I got stuck on a window seat going down. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I was like, the only thing, the only good thing that happened was that I had this like really tiny lady next to me. Like she was tiny enough to the point where she was sitting on the seat, had both of her feet on the seat, and was like hugged her knees type small. And it's a full grown adult. So that was uh, that was the only saving grace there. But like I never realized how much you lose like on the curve of the plane. I was like jammed up against it the whole time. And like trying to look out the window, I'm like hunched down and it's not ideal. Not ideal. But the way back, I had an aisle seat, which is mo better, and nobody sat next to me. So nobody sat in the middle seat in between me and the other person. So that was cool. That for sure was cool. So I could have started putting together on the plane this morning a video of everything, and then I had taken a bunch of pictures, which was the real reason we wanted pictures from down there. So I did that. I'm gonna work on some of that today, edit some things, uh, keep work on the video some more. So I think I'm just gonna do it as a TikTok and just leave it long because I think I could do up to like 10-minute videos on TikTok, which is cool. So I'm gonna do that, and then probably post it on here too. So what I tried to do is I tried to like I know this is like so extra of me, and I don't know really don't know why I did, but I almost shot everything in double. So like I shot it all portrait and then I shot it all landscape. Or I tried to anyway, and I just kept going back and forth, like boom, 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 whatever I was doing. Which I know I don't really have to do, but I'm thinking I was just trying to think of like for ease of editing for myself. Like that would help me out. But I ended up liking all the stuff I shot in portrait better than what I shot in landscape. So I might do like one one portion in landscape, like the first intro, and then just like as it switches, just like let it go back and forth. I don't think that's the end of the world. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that probably tomorrow and get that going. Just to have a post plan for Friday, and then the video of the entire thing whenever the hype for the post dies. So that's really it. Oh, but apparently we're supposed to get some shit weather up here. It's already starting to rain. They said heavy rain and high winds. Yahoo! Gotta love it. So, other than that, though, I don't really have much else. I'm gonna be in bed nice and early tonight, and see you guys in the morning. So, thank you all for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, all that good jazz. And I'll see you in the morning.